Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Moy Analytics Afternoon S&P 500 Gold and Bitcoin podcast for April 6th going into the 7th. We're going to start off with the S&P 500. Okay, been bullish overall from 3502. We've seen 3,541 to the upside into the bull trend. A lot of other bullish calls near I'm not going to go into right now. The trade below 39.38 and a quarter warned to pressure. We saw 585 to the downside. A number of other bearish calls I'm not going to get into right now. Then we held exhaustion down below here at this area a number of times at 53 and a quarter, and bounced 300.5. So I warned that trade above 64.8175 to 83.50 would project this upward 125 plus. We attained 170.25 of that. And then the trade above 65.6650 warned of continued strength likely for 245 plus. We've seen 87.25 of that. That's now off hold and a little bit more than that today with the high up here at 66.61. And then the break back above 65.88 is the break back above this formation right here is what took those which were on hold, off hold, and we're starting to trade higher. So we're likely in a bullish correction against this move down from the highs here with various exhaustion levels here, but they are not really scheduled to hold more than temporarily until after the 21st. So we may see some continued choppy sideways upward trade, decent trade below this formation, which is going to come in at 66.4177 plus 2.63 per hour. It's just a steep line and it's not very well formed, but nonetheless, if we broke below it decently, I would get out of longs for the time being. If we broke below it decently and back up through it decently, I would get back into your longs though. If we were to fail back down through this formation right here, that's going to be bearish. That's going to come in at 64.9087 minus 1.01 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. And tomorrow has a good likelihood of seeing range expansion. And the gold, we had left a minor bearish reversal above on Thursday, which had also negated the medium bullish reversal we'd had below. And we'd also failed back down through this formation, which turned this bearish again. This is a little backup in the gold. We were bullish since 1183 or 4,443.1 per ounce. A lot of other bullish calls in here. Those are all on hold. Then we held exhaustion above at 56.1920 with a 56.2680 high and rolled over 1,526.8. That is on hold. Then we had some lower time frame back and forth trades here after holding that. And we're bullish up into here before the failure back down below this line. Excuse me. The break back below 47.5610 brought in 175.7 of pressure, and the trade below 47.1930 brought in 138.9 of pressure. Thursday, we also left that minor bearish reversal above, as I said. Decent trade back above this formation, which is going to come in at 47 even 20 minus 12 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. is going to warn of decent strength. I do not have a buy suggestion against that right here. Could possibly get along above it, but it's just caution that that's a cross between current month and previous months on the continuation charts with the spread differential in there. I think that this is the better formation right in here, which is a different drawing at 47.4050 minus 12 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. And above that we would be projected higher. If we break above that decently and back down through it decently, look for decent pressure to come in. And decent failure back below 45, 62, 70, minus 3.5 per hour. That's going to warrant decent pressure. And then finally, the Bitcoin. We left a minor bullish reversal below on the day. Bitcoin, we've been bullish since 16,275. We're bullish for 110,965 per coin. A lot of other bullish calls in here along the way. I won't get into. Then the trade below 124,228 got us bearish. We saw 64,223 to the downside. A number of other bearish calls and back and forths in here. More recently, the trade below 73,923 brought in 8,833 of pressure, and the trade below 79.20 brought in 5,830, and then the trade below 68,525 projected this downward 3,300 minimum, 10,300 plus maximum. That'll be shaped 10,000 into tomorrow, but nonetheless we saw 3,435 of that. Those are on hold because of the break above 67,310 minus 28 per hour, which I said projects this upward 2,200 minimum, 6,000 plus maximum. We detained 3,245 of that so far going into today, and a little bit more than that up to 7,600. Decent failure back down below this formation, which is going to come in at 69,705 plus 34 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. That'll warrant of decent pressure. Decent trade above this formation, which is going to come in at 70,028 plus 10 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. will warrant of decent strength. A decent penetration in there overnight is going to be 1205 up until the open tomorrow. A maintained gap lower in there tomorrow is going to leave a minor bearish reversal above, but that'll be more effective once/if we take out 67,675 in the process. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's podcast.